Meta just dropped something that could completely change how we use Instagram, WhatsApp, and even our Ray-Ban glasses. And I don't think people understand how big this actually is. So today we are breaking down Meta's brand new AI model called Muse Spark, what it can do, why it matters, and honestly whether Meta actually has a shot in catching up with OpenAI, Google, or Claude. Okay, so to understand why this is such a big deal, we need to rewind a little bit. For the last 2 years, Meta has been the underdog in the AI race. They had their open source Llama model, which were actually impressive, but it came to consumer AI, the stuff that regular people use every day. Meta was literally getting smoked. Even with the comparison with the OpenAI, like OpenAI has ChatGPT with 900 million weekly users, Google has Gemini baked into everything, even in Google Pixel, and Meta had a chatbot inside Instagram that people ignored. So last year, Meta made a massive bet. They spent 14.3 billion, like $14.3 billion to bring in Alexandr Wang, the CEO of Scale AI, to lead a brand new division of Meta called Meta Superintelligence Labs. That's not a small move actually. That's a move which is we are serious about this move thing. And now, less than a year later, the first product from the lab is here. So first, what actually is Muse Spark? Because it's not just another AI chatbot update. Muse Spark is Meta's AI first frontier model built from the ground up by their new super intelligence team, and it's already live. It's powering the Meta AI app and website right now. For the next few weeks, it's rolling out inside Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and even inside the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. That's about how many people that is. We are talking about billions of users who are about to have access to this model, whether they signed up for it or not. To validate the Muse Spark, there have been like multiple benchmarks that this model has been tested on. So there is a multi-model, there is a text reasoning, there is health, and there is agentic. And we can see it's state of the art across all the models comparing to Opus, which is Claude, Gemini, GPT, and Grok. So it's beating every single benchmark here. And if we scroll and see the other benchmark, which is like for the harder benchmarking mechanism, like humanities last exam, then IPHO theory, frontier science research, it's a way better than Gemini 3.1 Deep Think and GPT 5.4 Pro. And apart from this, there is like multiple applications that we can see. So there is one video here where it's detecting everything. What is this chocolate cake and giving all the calorie and all the macros breakdown. And the next one is this pose mechanism. Then there is a Sudoku that it played and give the results. Then there is a real world home bar that it's detecting everything. It's pretty insane. This shows that how this frontier model is going towards like a human level intelligence very soon. So it's closing the gap there. Meta says this let it compete directly with what they call the extreme reasoning modes of frontier model. Stuff like Gemini Deep Think and GPT 5.0 has. And that's actually a bold claim, but we'll see how far we get there. The first thing that makes it very, very impressive is that Meta has built what they called a contemplating mode. And this is actually wild. Instead of one AI thinking through a hard problem, Muse Spark literally deploys a squad of AI agents that reason through the problem in parallel. It's like instead of asking one genius to solve a puzzle, you ask 10 geniuses to do each of their work on a different piece simultaneously. Okay, so how does it actually stack up against the competition? Because I know some of you are thinking, cool, Meta made a thing, but is it actually good? Here's the honest answer. We do not have the full benchmarks yet. Meta hasn't released a full technical report. There is one eval methodology which discuss basics how they have evaluated, but they lack the full technical report this time. They have all the scores here. but nothing too technical. And I'm always skeptical of companies grading their own homework. So, what we do know is this: Google just dropped Gemini 3.1 Ultra with a 2 million token context window, meaning it can process an absolutely enormous amount of information at once. That's genuinely impressive. And now Meta is saying Muse Spark can compete with both Gemini and ChatGPT in the reasoning task. I think the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Meta has the talent. That talent could be Alexandr Wang and his team, and that is legit. But going from zero to frontier model in less than a year is a big ask. My bet it's probably very good. Probably not the best, but it doesn't need to be the best to win. It just needs to be good enough inside apps that billion of people can use it very easily. So what does all of this actually mean for us, the person watching this video? A few things. If you use Instagram, WhatsApp, or Facebook, you are about to have the access to genuinely powerful AI assistant without downloading anything new, worth experimenting with when it rolls out. And if you are into AI and tech in general, the next 12 months are going to be absolutely wild. We have got Meta, Google, OpenAI, Anthropic, all racing to ship the best model, the beneficiary of the race. The tools are going to get dramatically better and they would dramatically change as well. We are living through something genuinely historic, and I think sometimes in the day to day, it's easy to miss how significant the moment actually is. Alright, to wrap it up, Meta just launched Muse Spark, their most serious AI model yet. It's got a unique multi-agent reasoning system, a clever shopping integration, and the distribution advantage of billions of existing users. Can it catch up with the OpenAI or Google? Honestly, I don't know. But it doesn't have to catch up with them to be significant. It just has to be good enough so we can use it very easily.